Today, we're diving into a really intriguing idea. Are we actually creating intelligence with AI or just reflecting our own?
That's such a fascinating question. I mean, when we look at AI, a lot of its intelligence comes from data we feed it, right? It's almost like training a parrot, just a really smart one.
Exactly. If AI is just reflecting our biases, our knowledge, even our mistakes, can we really call it intelligent? Or is it more of a high-tech echo?
I like that, a high-tech echo. But then isn't that how humans learn too? Kids mimic adults, pick up words, ideas, even biases. Maybe AI is just a mirror of our own learning process.
That's true, but humans have intuition, emotions, some sense of self. Can AI ever truly have that, or is it just crunching numbers in the background?
I doubt AI feels anything, at least not yet. But some people argue that if AI can mimic creativity and problem solving, it doesn't matter whether it feels it or not.
That leads to another angle. Can imitation ever become genuine intelligence? Like, if you fake being smart long enough, are you actually smart?
Reminds me of the Turing test. If an AI can convince us it's intelligent, does it matter if it's just mimicking or really thinking?
Good point. But do we risk fooling ourselves? If an AI writes a poem or cracks a joke, is it being creative or just remixing what it found online?
Maybe both. I mean, when we create something, we're inspired by others, consciously or not. AI just does it at a much faster, larger scale.
Sure, but there's also the risk of amplifying our flaws. If we feed AI biased data, it'll reflect those biases right back at us, maybe even make them worse.
That's a real concern. Sometimes AI decisions seem objective, but they're just as flawed as the data behind them. It's like looking in a dirty mirror and assuming that's how the world looks.
Nice metaphor. So, if we're just building mirrors, should we be focusing more on cleaning up what we reflect rather than making the mirror smarter?
Absolutely. There's a saying, garbage in, garbage out. The smarter the system, the bigger the potential mess if we don't watch what we feed it.
I wonder too if AI can ever truly surprise us, or is it always limited by our collective imagination?
Well, sometimes it does things we didn't expect, but only because it processes information differently. Is that true creativity or just randomness?
And does it matter if an AI creates a new recipe or solves a problem uniquely? Maybe the how isn't as important as the result.
That's a practical way to look at it. But philosophically, I think some people want AI to have a spark of something more. Consciousness, maybe?
The classic sci-fi dream, but we're still a long way from that. Right now, AI is more like a reflection of our best and worst selves.
It's funny you say that. Sometimes I feel like we're teaching AI to be human, but we're also learning a lot about ourselves in the process.
That's so true. Our rush to define intelligence, creativity, even ethics gets challenged by these new mirrors we build.
Do you think there's a risk of overestimating what AI can do just because it seems so smart on the surface?
Definitely. It's easy to assume AI understands context or meaning, but often it's just really good at spotting patterns.
Like that friend who always has the right trivia answer, but can't hold a deep conversation.
Exactly. Impressive, but maybe not what we mean by intelligence in the human sense.
So, should we adjust our expectations? See AI as a powerful tool, not a replacement for real understanding?
I think that's wise. Otherwise, we might start trusting the mirror more than our own judgment.
That's a little scary, honestly, especially when it comes to decisions in healthcare, law, or job hiring.
Right? If we let AI make those decisions without oversight, we might end up reinforcing the very problems we're trying to solve.
So, maybe the real challenge is learning to work with these mirrors, to understand their limits, and our own.
And maybe to accept that intelligence isn't just about calculation or memory. It's also about empathy, creativity, even making mistakes.
I like that. Maybe the best way to build better AI is to better understand ourselves first.
Sounds like a lifelong project, but at least the journey's interesting. Who knew staring into a mirror could teach us so much?
Or reflect so many of our quirks. Maybe one day AI will help us see ourselves more clearly, not just copy what we do.
That's a hopeful thought. Before we wrap up, do you think we'll ever see AI that genuinely surprises us in ways we can't predict?
I hope so. Surprises keep life interesting. Maybe that's the moment when AI stops being just a mirror and becomes something more.
And until then, we've got plenty to ponder about intelligence, reflection, and what it means to be truly smart.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Keep questioning, keep reflecting, and don't forget to clean your mirrors, digital or otherwise.
See you next time.